trying to make a statement to me through my nephew.
Trying to send a message.
Trying to send a message.
Well,
The message was sent when I get cleared to wrestle, since I've had surgery on my bicep.
Oh, here we go. Our next matchup is a tag team.
Von Lilas is on the list.
With these young bucks.
Somewhere down the road, there's going to be an encounter between the Iron Man and Von Lilas.
And your next contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing team number 1, Tommy Hawk and Jonathan Edwards.
So this is our first opportunity to see the newest graduates of Mr. Wrestling Nick Dinsmore's wrestling class. Tony Hawk and Jonathan Edwards.
We got some interesting attire on Tommy Hawk there. I'm not really sure what kind of
look at his
footwear
hair.
he has, but it's definitely something
That's
I've not
horrible.
seen before.
That's as bad as what Terry Grody had a couple of weeks ago with his hair. Oh, my.
All right, so you've
All
been in
shapes
this
and
moment.
sizes. I tell you, you can't tell anybody that they can't be a superstar because they can.
Let's go back. 15 years, you were in this moment. You walked through the curtain, your professional debut. What was in your heart and mind? What are these young men experiencing right now?
Well, you know, this is the beginning of their hopes and dreams. They've been dreaming about this their whole life, and you come out there in your first match, and the most important thing is to remember to breathe, because you end up holding your breath and you get tired really fast. It's a good-looking young team here.
And introducing their opponents, the team of Aaron Skye and James R., the softcore icon.
So we have the softcore icon and Aaron Skye. That's his name apparently.
I guess he doesn't want to.
In tag team action, squaring off against Tony Hawk and Jonathan Edwards.
Do you think he earned that nickname, the Icon, with all of his years of wrestling experience, or do you think he just gave it to himself?
He gave it to him, self-professed. But look at this Aaron Skye, spelled with A-A-R-O-N.
I just think he picked the name because he has a resemblance to a young Funk.
I can smell the funk coming off of you. Right here, look at this. Very cocky.
It's Hawk
Tommy
and
Hawk for his mohawk. Aaron Skye doesn't want to have anything to do with it. He wants to have a wrestling match here tonight.
Where's your briefcase at?
I don't care.
Isn't he? I mean, it's bowling all over again. I never thought I wished to have Kenny back. Exactly.
3.0?
There is no resemblance, and I am not going to confirm or affirm any type of relationship with the King.
All I gotta say is the King may have been paying some child support that nobody else knew about.
Or not paying any child support.
You're right. The King probably tried to pay it in DVDs.
You know, I could have bowling services out here and kick your keister, bucko.
So it's our first opportunity to see Tommy Hawk and Aaron Skye. Your first impression here. First impression is everything, Iron Man. What are these two young men telling you so far?
Well, they both have good fundamentals. The way they're doing their mat wrestling. Looks like possibly an amateur background. But I can tell that Hawk has a little bit more attitude than anybody else in the ring.
Hawk may have more attitude. It seems that Skye is in the best conditioning of all the competitors in this matchup. And folks, I gotta tell you that we have our homecoming rumble at the end of the night, where all the competitors who competed throughout the show will go back into the ring for an over-the-top rope battle royal, the winner to be crowned homecoming king.
But more importantly than that, you know what's coming up next? It's Trailer Park Trash versus Ricky Chevy. And for once and for all, I think Ricky Chevy is gonna shut up Trailer Park Trash.
So that makes two people who may think that, you and Ricky Chevy. Nonetheless, these young men making their OVW debut here. You think about all the people that we've seen debut during homecoming. The Sean Conways, the Eric Christophers.
There's a miscommunication right there.
And it could be costly into the cover.
I'll give it that this Aaron Skye. He obviously could outsmart these two guys. Well, one is a stick figure, and the other one.
I don't believe the Icon's gotten in yet. Here's our first chance to see the Icon.
James R., the softcore icon out of Columbus, Ohio, just 19 years old, double team. Puts him on his back.
He goes right to the armbar. See, get back to the fundamentals.
Right back to the basics.
Again, when you're taught by Mr. Wrestling Nick Dinsmore.
Now, how did he get that name? Haven't there been like 175 Mr. Wrestlings through the years? I mean, who claims that he could be Mr. Wrestling?
I mean, he's a 10-time OVW heavyweight champion.
Maybe that
I
could
mean,
back up.
he's had a
I
lot of
guarantee he
epic
didn't
battles
give
and
himself
encounters in that
nickname.
ring.
That name was given to him by the Nightmare Danny Davis.
Oh, well, then that explains
And
a
he
lot.
doesn't wear a mask. A lot of the other Mr. Wrestlings over the years
That's true.
wore
He
masks.
should. He could cover up that ugly mush.
It seems
Yeah.
here that the left boot of Jonathan Edmonds has come untied
That
here.
shows the inexperience right there. He doesn't even know how to tie his boots.
I mean, I gotta wonder if that could be costly here. That's dangerous territory inside the ring. Wow, look at
Icon
this.
showing some skills there.
Oh, my goodness. Look at this.
James R. being anything but
Shades of the
softcore
Rock and
here.
Roll Express right there with the head scissor takeover.
This young
He was
kid's
setting
got
up for a
some
super
skills.
kick.
And he connects into the cover, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Hawkin to make the
Hawk breaking
save.
up the pin.
Hawkin to make the save. Aaron Skye taking issue with that, coming to bat for his partner.
Look at this
Some
double team
teamwork.
maneuver.
Oh, and a collision. That was like two trains running right into each other.
Be concussed there.
Could be a case of whiplash.
It was a double knocker there.
Iron Man, you were saying that it looked like Jonathan could have got the worst of that collision.
He definitely took the worst of it. Hawk's a big, big man.
But now
James-
there's that softcore icon. He's got it locked back into the basics.
Knee
but
to the
there-
back from Tommy
really
Hawk.
knew it was
Behind the
positioning.
referee's back.
I'm sure he didn't pick
You
that
think
up
he's
from
got
Mr.
something in his boot?
I don't know. Perhaps he does. That's a good question, Iron Man. Ow!
Got some room there. There
He's
could
got
be
plenty of
something
room.
in his boot.
He's got some
Cover here. Is that going to do it? Softcore showing he came to fight here.
5 minutes gone, 10 minutes remain.
It seems like both boots have come untied here. I mean, you could hide anything inside the boot.
Obviously, the softcore icon is more the aggressive of the two. The kid with the laces sticking out, he's not sure what's going on right now.
Four young superstars in their debut trying to make a name for themselves right now, trying to get the boys in back and the powers to be in OVW to take notice, to give them a shot. Nope.
Cannonball, Tommy Hawk calls for.
And he connects.
He almost landed on his own cassava melon head.
Icon is down. He really needs to tag out. He needs to do whatever it takes to get over to his partner.
Cover here, cover. Is that going to do it?
This Aaron Skye, he's itching to get in the ring. He wants to get under these bright lights and actually perform for these fans.
I
here
think
in
he
the
just
Navy
wants to
Arena.
come to the rescue of his partner here. James R. Been on the receiving end of offense for quite some time now. Look at the attitude. Tony Hawk showing us some attitude here, showing us some aggression into the cover. Is that going to do it? But as much aggression as Tony Hawk is showing right now, James R. is showing some resiliency and some heart here.
Yeah, he's earning that name Icon by just being able to take a beating and not get pinned. You know, he's holding up his end of the team so far.
And again, the aggressive nature of Hawk. And behind the referee's back here
I like that.
for some guy. Of course you do.
I like that.
Right up
That's
your
good
style.
stuff right there,
The
you know?
Bolin family way.
And he's already realizing that when the referee's back is turned, you can get away with anything you want. You can do whatever you want.
I'm sure he didn't learn that in class.
Oh, probably not, because
It's like we're watching these guys get experience in this match. You're seeing them getting better, and you see them getting a little bit more experience. You see them more savvy, you know, starting out locking up and doing wrestling moves, and now they're shooting behind the referee's back like they're 10-year veterans.
Nobody home. But now can the softcore icon capitalize? Here he comes. Here comes Aaron Skye. High flying,
He just nailed
nothing
it.
but
Oh,
fun.
Clothesline.
My goodness.
their head.
Drop it.
He got up on that one. And again.
This young kid's got some skills. I think he's got potential to be
Aaron's-
household name in this business.
Aaron Skye lives by the motto of
This
go
is gonna
big or
be
go
a
home.
meeting of the minds.
Indeed.
Aaron Skye in control of this match right now. See if he can keep the momentum going.
Up, out, and over. Skye lands on his feet. Slingshot into the springboard. Drop kick.
An impressive maneuver.
Hit all 100% of that and then some. Skye could have had him beaten there. Skye could have ended had Hawk not come in to make the save, and referee is losing control of this
Last
one.
time this wasn't very good for Jonathan.
Do-si-do, around they go, and back into the turnbuckle for Hawk
It's
and
not
Edmonds.
fancy, but it's effective.
And they run their brains in together again. If he wasn't concussed before, he may be now. Iron Man. Inverted atomic drop from softcore. Slingshot. He calls it the Skye drop. Into the cover. That's it.
Here's your winners, the team of James R. and Evan Skye!
Two young superstars making their OVW debut and making a statement, a win here. Iron Man, your thoughts on
And it's
Mr.
the
Skye?
third fantastic match we've had already tonight. The potential in this team is unlimited. I really think Aaron Skye, I think it's a name that we're going to be saying here in OVW for a long time. And the icon, you know,